our student talk number 1, which is our Bible reading. And tonight that's going to be done by Brother Samson Brend. And he's going to read from Mark the 11th chapter, verse 19 through Mark the 12th chapter, verse 11. Brother Samson Brend.
And when it became late in the day, they would go out of the city. But when they were passing by, early in the morning, they saw the fig tree already withered up from the roots. So Peter, remembering it, said to him, "Rabbi, see, the fig tree that you cursed has withered up." And in reply, Jesus said to them, "Have faith in God. Truly, I say to you, that whoever tells this mountain, 'Be lifted up and thrown into the sea,' and does not doubt in his heart, but has faith that what he says is going to occur, he will have it so. This is why I tell you, all the things you pray and ask for, have faith that you have practically received, and you will have them. And when you stand praying, forgive whatever you have against anyone, in order that your Father who is in the heavens may also forgive you your trespasses." And they came again to Jerusalem. And as he was walking in the temple, the chief priests and the scribes and the older men came to him and began to say to him, "By what authority do you do these things? Or who gave you this authority to do these things?" Jesus said to them, "I will ask you one question. You answer me, and I will also tell you by what authority I do these things. Was the baptism by John from heaven or from men? Answer me." So they began to reason among themselves, saying, "If we say from heaven, he will say, 'Why is it, therefore, you did not believe me?' But dare we say from men?" They were in fear of the crowd, for these all held that John had really been a prophet. "Well," in reply to Jesus, they said, "We do not know." And Jesus said to them, "Neither am I telling you by what authority I do these things." Also, he started to speak to them with illustrations. "A man planted a vineyard and put a fence around it and dug a vat for a winepress and erected a tower and let it out to cultivators and traveled abroad. Now in due season he sent forth a slave to the cultivators, that he might get some of the fruits of the vineyard from the cultivators. But they took him, beat him up, and sent him away empty. And again he sent forth another slave into them, and that one they struck on the head and dishonored. And he sent forth another, and that one they killed. And many others, some of whom they beat up, and some of whom they killed. One more, he had a beloved son. He sent him forth last to them, saying, 'They will respect my son.' But those cultivators said among themselves, 'This is the heir. Come, let us kill him, and the inheritance will be ours.' So they took him and killed him, and threw him outside the vineyard. What will the owner of the vineyard do? He will come and destroy the cultivators, and will give the vineyard to others. Did you never read this scripture? The stone that the builders rejected, this has become the chief cornerstone. From Jehovah this has come to be, and it is marvelous in our eyes."
Samson, may I ask a question? How old are you?
10.
Okay, I perceive that in school you are one of those studious little boys. Personally, your reading was just fabulous. As far as your pronunciations, I sat there and I listened to your pronunciation, and I was listening at the syllables, and you did not miss one syllable. And one word that I really put emphasis of listening how you were going to pronounce it was authority, and you didn't miss one syllable or one beat. So you were really on it. And if you would turn your theocratic